Good morning. It's about 5:30 the day after Labor Day, and we are about to drive to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and hike into the LeConte Lodge. We'll give you some more details when we get there. Alright, we're parked at the trailhead. Gonna stop by the bathroom real quick, drop off our trash, and we'll head on our way. We are headed out on the Alum Cave Trail to Mount Le Conte, 5.5 miles, somewhere in there. There are many ways to get to Mount Le Conte, this being the shortest but also the steepest. We will hike somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,800 feet of elevation gain up to Mount Le Conte, and there will be a few points of interest along the way, and we'll follow this creek for a little while. It's our first time on this trail. The Alum Cave Trail is supposed to have a few technical spots where you have to hold on to cables while you walk on the trail, and it's been 3 or 4 days of constant rain, flash flood warnings all in the area, so the trail's probably going to be pretty sloppy, nice and wet. We'll see what it looks like. What a beautiful, well-constructed, well-maintained trail this has been so far. Very beautiful in a kind of hemlock rhododendron forest along this creek. Can't wait to see what the rest of the trail holds. So this is one of the cool features on the trail. Got a bridge crossing the creek, and then those stairs right there go straight up through the Alum Arch. fixing to come up on a spot called Inspiration Point. I'm sure it's normally a viewpoint, but with how foggy it is today, I doubt we'll get anything. We are also starting to enter a mix of spruce and fir forest, and on these foggy days like this, really looks beautiful, kind of creepy, all at the same time. We are at Inspiration Point, and just like we thought, not much of a view. All we can hope for now is maybe the lodge is up above the clouds. We are hanging out at Alum Cave, which is kind of the halfway point up to the lodge. It's another 2.7 to the actual peak of Mount Le Conte, which we'll probably do later today or tomorrow morning sometime. We've got about another 13 or 1400 feet of elevation and another 2.5 hours or so before check-in time, so we've got plenty of time to get there. So as far as any technical sections, this has probably been maybe the most technical yet. There is a cable. Don't really see the need for it, even though the rocks are really wet. Probably more for during the winter when all this is covered in ice. As someone who's scared of heights, I haven't had anything yet that really scared me like all the reviews for the trail say. So I wouldn't worry about it. As we're getting higher up, it's starting to rain on us a little bit, and the weather forecast for the 2 days we had planned is not the best, but we're going to make the best of it anyway. We're just happy to luck up and get a night at the lodge. Just a little peek of sunshine as we're getting closer. Hopefully it will hold out. We're getting some sunshine through the clouds. Hopefully we'll get a lot more of that. Not many water sources past Alum Arch, but this one's within the last mile to the lodge and looks like it'd be fairly reliable with good rain. A little history on the LeConte Lodge. They began construction in the early 1920s and began welcoming guests in 1926. There are multiple single-room private cabins, then a few lodges with private rooms, which is what we lucked up and got. They have a dining hall where they feed you dinner and breakfast, gift shop, flush toilets, and a few nature trails, which we'll also check out. Pretty cool walking under this massive tree root. Another little section with cables, nothing too bad, and another little wet weather water source. Little view down below and some blue skies up above. When you're getting close to the lodge, very beautiful section of trail through a spruce fir forest. It's been really busy here as we've been getting closer. Definitely in the future, look forward to trying a few of the lesser traveled trails. Point 1 to go. We are here. We're gonna get checked in and everything. We'll check back in with you. So this is our lodge. Got a propane heater. There's one in our room there. This is just a little common area. And then this is what the rooms look like. Double bunk bed, kerosene lantern, propane heater, coffee mugs. Pretty primitive. Then we got our porch here. So we're all checked in, and we are in, like I said before, a 3-bedroom lodge with private rooms. Ours is probably the smallest, but it's all right. We're out here rocking on the front porch, hanging out, getting some snacks. They serve dinner at 6 o'clock. They also have a bottomless wine you can purchase for $13 when you make the reservation or here. Have a great gift shop, and then also have breakfast in the morning. We're just gonna sit here and relax and maybe go hit up Myrtle Point or Cliff Tops later on if we're feeling up to it. If not, we'll do those in the morning. We took a nice little nap in our room, relaxed for a little while. Now we're fixing to go hike to the actual high point of Mount Le Conte. So this is the shelter that's just a short distance from the LeConte Lodge. You can actually reserve this shelter on the Backcountry website for Great Smoky Mountains National Park and stay here for a couple of nights and just hang out at the lodge. Or if you can only get one night like we did, you could also bring your stuff and stay a second night here at the shelter. So Mount Le Conte is the third highest peak in the Smokies. Clingman's Dome is number 1, and Mount Guyot is number 2. But Mount Le Conte is just feet shy of being the same height as Mount Guyot. So people bring rocks up here with them and stack them up in hopes of making it taller than Mount Guyot. Well, we got to the high point of LeConte, and then we saw we weren't far from this Myrtle Point lookout, so we're going to go check it out too. Nice little ridgeline hike out here to Myrtle Point. A little view from Myrtle Point. We are headed back to the lodge, and pretty soon it'll be dinner time. So they bring supplies up here with a helicopter run at the beginning of the season, and then during the season, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they have a llama train that comes up to bring supplies up and to take trash and other stuff back down. And this is the area right behind the dining hall where they stop at during the middle of the day, so you can catch them up here around lunchtime. The weather turned out absolutely beautiful up here. It's in the upper 50s, supposed to stay there, maybe go into the lower 50s tonight. Hope for some better weather tomorrow, but for tonight we're fixing to eat dinner in the dining hall. It's family style. They have a famous pot roast and mashed potatoes and everything they feed you. And then we're going to shoot up to cliff tops to try and catch the sunset. Dinner was wonderful. It was great getting to know some of the other guests, and the sunset was but it was still beautiful watching all the fog blow across the mountain. We're fixing to probably get us some hot chocolate, relax on the porch, and call it a night here pretty soon. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It rained most of the night, so it gave some good sounds to sleep to. We're up and got us a cup of coffee, waiting on breakfast at 8 o'clock. Then it'll be time to head down the mountain. We got some breakfast in us. We're all packed up, and it's time to, unfortunately, grab some water and head back down the mountain. With all the rain last night, the trail is a sloppy mess and a creek in some places, so it's going to be an interesting hike back down probably. Some of these shrubs and trees, the early turning species, are already changing a few colors, getting ready for the fall. I would say that if you are new to backpacking and hiking in the outdoors, the wilderness, that the Alum Cave Trail and Mount Le Conte would be a good place for you to start off with. Lots of people on the trail, plenty of water sources, so you don't have to carry a lot of water and you don't have to pack a lot because of what all they provide at the lodge. So definitely put that on your itinerary if that fits your description. I was surprised to find that many of the reviews of the Alum Cave Trail reported it to be a very boring trail, but I think it's the best hike you can really take to see everything the Smokies has to offer. You follow the creek at the beginning over many of the typical log bridges that they have here. You get the arch, the cave changes in plant communities as you go up in elevation, with a finish in the spruce fir forest and the LeConte Lodge up top. We are coming back up on the arch. Almost back. We made it back to the car. We absolutely enjoyed staying at the LeConte Lodge for the night. We wish we could have had 2 nights and could have definitely done that. It is a primitive experience, so just make sure that's what you're expecting when you go. As far as Alum Cave Trail, very beautiful, but not going to provide a lot of solitude for you if that's what you're looking for. You may want to check into one of the many other trail options to access the lodge. We hope you really enjoyed the video. Thanks for following along with us. Give us a little hand and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you like, go check out Carrie's Photoshop at fineartsamerica.com. Carrie Lee Photography. We'll see you on the next adventure.